All right, y'all. We are back. It's Mock Draft Monday. We getting after it. And of course, I'm going to bring y'all on live so y'all can make the picks for your San Francisco 49ers. We're going to talk to it. What makes sense, what areas that they need to address, all that good stuff. Who y'all liking in the draft so far? We're going to get into all that and more right now. You know what it is. San Francisco 49ers Morning Show. Let's go.
Intercepted. It is picked off by Eric Crocker over midfield. He'll run it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Crop Talk TV podcast. Peace. Welcome to another episode of the San Francisco 49ers Morning Show. I'm your host, former NFL and AFL defensive back, Eric Crocker. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Mock Draft Monday. But first, before we get into it, a couple things we got to address. One, I'll make sure everybody's doing good, man. 5 flames if you're feeling great. Anything more than that, you're feeling excellent. Anything less than that, we need to talk about it. All right? All that good stuff. Also, listen to Locked On 49ers with myself, Brian Peacock, on any streaming service you use, also on YouTube. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on all those videos. Run those numbers up. I think we're doing pretty good. Last time I checked, I think closing in on 5,000 subscribers. I think we just started like late in the year. So Locked On 49ers, make sure you tune into that. Also, Locked On NFL Draft with myself and my guy Ryan Tracy come at you as well 5 days a week, all things pertaining to the draft. So I know y'all right now, y'all coming in here, man, it is the mock draft. Y'all are picking for the 49ers. But if you want to know more about the prospects, the ins and outs, and what other teams are thinking, tune in to Locked On NFL Draft, coming at you 5 days a week on the Locked On Network. But we are here. Y'all see I got my underdog gear on. Look at that Bing, and it matches the Bing right there. You feel me? And I got the Bing. They got me the shirt right here. And for all my 49er fans out there, man, y'all want to do some giveaways and things like that. I'm going to see if I can get some more shirts like this that are kind of 49er themed for Underdog Fantasy. Man, hit the, what y'all do, man? I don't got the link in there right now, but for Underdog Fantasy, go to underdogfantasy.com or download the app, Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Crocky. I believe they are still matching whatever you put in there. So if you're into a lot of over-unders like I am, Underdog Fantasy is for you. Also, not just for over-unders, they got best ball. So they got some fantasy stuff for all kind of different sports, football, basketball, baseball, underdogfantasy.com or Underdog Fantasy and use promo code Crocky. Go do that right now. All right. Man, what's good with y'all, man? I know. We didn't go Friday. We did go 3 days last week, 4 days last week. We got to get back into a routine. I got some good insight on the Trey Lance information, but I'm going to make y'all wait for that. We're going to do that tomorrow. Today is all about the mock, but I have a thought. And it's very interesting that a lot of people, whatever pre-draft narratives or whatever your thoughts were on someone, a lot of people push really hard to like they want that to become true. And it's not just for like a Trey Lance. I mean, I've seen it with like Mac Jones as well. There are a lot of people that felt a certain way about Mac Jones pre-draft, and they will find any reason to keep that alive. And it's interesting. We're going to get into more of that tomorrow. All right, we're going to get into more of that tomorrow. But here we go. We got the mock draft coming up. And we are using Pro Football Focus mock draft today. So real quick, I'm not going to act like, and obviously I have a draft show that I talk about prospects 5 days a week, but it is crazy because, I mean, between mocks where we focus a lot on the first round, we've done top 5. I had to break down different guys and things like that, but I haven't been able to get as deep into some of the prospects and stuff like that because I'm just so busy. Like, and it's weird. It's like I have a draft show. I should be able to talk about those things ad nauseum, like about like 10 deep at every position, and it's just not the case. Now, I can go pretty deep, but maybe I think some of the lesser known guys I haven't been able to dive into to the extent that I would like to. and that's a little tough for me. But we're gonna get into all that. Are there any prospects, even if it's not pertaining to the 49ers, that y'all like? That y'all like, you know what? Really like this prospect, Croc. What do you think about him? Maybe some guys we can do like a quick 5 minute watch party, I guess, on the guy before we even hop into the mock. I don't know if I have any. Let's see. Yeah, I got some film brought up here. So if y'all want to do something to where we um there we go. If there's anybody that y'all kind of want to see real quick before we hop into the mock, let me know. Honestly, can't get excited about this team until Jimmy is off the team. I just don't trust the Niner management. I will say this as it pertains to trusting the Niner management. 2 NFC championship games in 3 years and a Super Bowl appearance. I feel like they've earned at least the like, all right, we're gonna wait and see. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they at least earned that type of approach. I get it. The Jimmy thing, I think fans just like want him off the team. But whatever they do, I'd assume the outcome of it, whether Jimmy's on the roster or not, the outcome of it will be 49ers had a good season. All right. That's just what I'm guessing. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. We could put on some Petrie. I don't know. I accidentally like exited out of one of my drives, and then now it's like I feel like I have a hard time kind of finding stuff. But here we go. Baylor defense versus. All right, here we go. We'll watch a little bit. We'll watch a little bit of Jalen Petrie. All right. Y'all give me 5 minutes. I know there are a lot of people interested in Petrie. We're going to get to him before we get into our mock draft. We're going to let some more people filter in here right now. All right. And as y'all know, it's hard for me. Like, I won't be able to see the chat while I'm watching the film. So I'll try to check back in and but we'll just can we get a general idea of who he is and some of my thoughts on him? All right. So here we go. I'm going to share the screen right now. Share screen. Chrome tab. And all right, here we go. We got Baylor's defense against Oklahoma State. And let's watch them. If it loads. Hurry up. Hold on, let me hit refresh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Baylor, what game I have on? Here we go. I'll just go to this game. They actually have a safety too. TJ Woods. See, this one is like broken down to like each clip. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. Where was the game? Here we go. They have a safety too. JT Woods. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. All right, here we go. We got Baylor here, and I'm assuming this is Petrie. And here's the interesting thing with Petrie. A lot of people, it's safety, and they're like, "Oh, we want a safety. Jalen Petrie." And everything I've seen so far from Jalen Petrie, he is a nickel. That's what I've seen. Now, one thing about their defense. Let me see if this is him. See, look, he does a lot of that coming off of the edge. I think this is him. It's kind of hard to see. Is that number 8? I believe it is. We'll be able to see it more. Yep, that's him right there. So this is Petrie. He does a lot of this. So it's almost like a box safety. His star. I guess you could sum it up as that. He plays a star position. All right, here he is right here. Again, look, he's down there on the line. You'd almost think he's a linebacker. But then there he is dropping in the coverage. All right. Not much to see there. Now here they have him out here over number 2. Nothing really to see there. I'm kind of zooming through this. I know. Just because I know we got to get to our mock. But here he is. Here's Petrie here. This is interesting right here. You got 3 right here, over 3, but this guy still kind of far back. So I think this team likes their numbers of getting uh him on him, and him at least picking up 5 yards, especially to the boundary. Let's see. Nope, didn't do it. Looked like somewhat of an RPO. Again, if you join in late, we're watching Jalen Petrie. Real quick before we get into the mock, maybe I can get into one other guy, but maybe just if y'all haven't seen him at all. Here he is again. Not much to see there. Not much to see there. Here he is right here. Again, in the slot. This, did he have bad eyes? Ends up playing in space. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing, but here he is here. I really don't know what defense they be running. It's some kind of like match. It looks like he's about to jump the screen, realizes, oh, it's a fake. Then he drops back. I don't know. This guy right here is really shallow with him. If he comes out here, I don't know. They're in a little bit of trouble. He does. He gets over pretty quick. As you can see with Petrie, like, I don't know. This is him right here on the edge. You know, I mean, we're watching him, but it's not a whole lot of. So we're watching Jalen Petrie, right? See, somebody just asked who we watching, what position. Watching Jalen Petrie, he is listed as a safety, but everything I see, he's a nickel. From everything I've seen. Here we go. Here's a good one. 14 snaps at single or double high is all. He plays a star role. Which star role is essentially a nickel that kind of doesn't come off the field, so he can kind of be viewed almost as like an extra kind of linebacker against run support, I guess. But yeah, here we go. JT Woods, safety from Baylor. And JT Woods, he's interesting. He's interesting. You got Smoke Monday, Cam Taylor Britt out of Nebraska, Marcus Jones, out of Houston, Goodson. All right, so these are some of the prospects that my guy Michael is interested in. All right, we've been looking at Petrie, and I'm not gonna lie, it's just kind of a little hard to get a read on anything with his skill set. I've seen him before. I think he plays well in space in the sense of being a nickel. I like him against the run with blitzes and things like that. But I think with 49er fans, if you're looking for like a pure safety, I don't know. Like Jesse said, 14 total snaps. 14 total snaps at either single high or deep. That's just not a lot of snaps for Petrie at the safety position. Now, again, does he have the ability? I'd be interested to know. And there, where is he right here getting in on the action? All right, here he is, backside. Here's Woods right here, as our guy just mentioned. Woods. Now he's more of a speed guy. Tested very well at the combine. Nice cut back. Where is? Let's see. Get to the tight view real quick. Is Petrie? Yeah. So I'm assuming this is Petrie here. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's now. Obviously, I'm not saying like he can't be a good football player. It's just I just don't know exactly what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's a nickel. I think he's a star, like our guy Jesse said. Shout out to my guy Jesse from Last Second Sports. But in the sense of like, what the 49ers need, that's interesting. Maybe we'll view one more guy. And again, I know that we're that was what, maybe one drive, maybe two. That's not much. And we're kind of rushing through this because we are going to get to the mock draft, but there wasn't much to see there. Let's see if we can take a look at Cam Taylor Britt. Let's see if I got some Nebraska here in the docket. I've seen some people really like things about Cam Taylor Britt, so we'll see if I have him here. Hope everybody's doing good today so far this morning. Hope y'all woke up. Hope everything is good with you, the family. Hope everybody's health is good. I've been trying to get my health in order. Yeah. All right, yo. Why do you think your scout friend who don't miss likes Petrie so much? Who's my scout friend? I think I gotta ask that question first. Who's my scout friend? And again, sometimes sometimes it's just hard to kind of get a grasp of a guy watching minimal film. And with Petrie, again, I think sometimes with the 49ers fan base, it's like they like latch on to these names and then like those names just take off and it's like everybody wants those guys without truly like watching the guy for ourselves. So, but yeah, who is my friend? All right, I did see who was it? We're gonna look into. Let's see if we can find some Nebraska on here. So maybe we can get into some Taylor Britt. All right, Nebraska. I got Nebraska, but a lot of 2018, 2019, 2020. Don't see 2021. Let's check this out. Here we go. I'll share my screen. So Taylor Britt is number 5. All right, so let's see what he looked like on this film. Should be here. Let me share my screen real quick once again. Now, I like watching corner film because it's definitely going to be more active than what we saw from Petrie's film, who played a little bit more in the box. But here we go. So right now he's going to be the corner to the bottom of the field, right here to the boundary. So he just drops off in space. Not much to see there. As you can see, this is last year's film. See Justin Fields here. Justin Fields, I thought he was the number 1 prospect, quarterback prospect last year. It was very interesting to see just how much people were just like, nope, it's Trevor Lawrence. I was like, I don't know. So now he's up here to the top of the screen. So what we're seeing right now is he's a boundary corner. So a lot of teams, if they do field boundary, the boundary guy is typically more the aggressive corner. The field guy is typically the guy who plays well with his eyes, reads concepts well, things like that. So right now we're seeing Taylor Britt is the boundary corner. Not bad. A lot of times I do like to watch guys, how they work their technique versus run. Still to the boundary here. And obviously, y'all know boundary is that's not bad. We'll talk about this. So he kind of lines up. Let's see. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards off. All right. Then he's working the pedal. Got a little high in his pedal, but that's good. Working his pedal. Good little turn and run. Now again, I'll tell you right now why the dude even got like a little bit of a step on him. When he first went to his turn and run, he like glanced at the quarterback just briefly. Right here. So that's going to slow you down. You run faster looking straight ahead than you do looking back. I like the way he challenges the receiver in the sense of or challenges himself in the sense of letting him get on his toes a little bit, but you still got to be able to stay over top because it essentially looks like a cover 3. And he was able to get a step on you. Is that Garrett Wilson running? Oh, he just runs a little climb route. It could have been just a clear out the whole time. Here we go. Cam Taylor Britt again here to the boundary. Check with me. Now he's off. 49ers do run a lot off. You'll see the 49ers run a lot of quarters. That's a good pedal. To be able to stay square this long in your pedal, watch him here. This is good. Again, we're watching cornerback Cam Taylor Britt. Look at that. That's how you stay square in the back pedal. Now, I know you guys are probably like, why stay square? All right. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're square, you can break. This way, you can break. That way downhill, you can break straight downfield, and you can turn and run in whichever direction. As soon as you open up, then now it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to cover everything. So to be able to stay square this long, it's impressive. I like it. I like it. Now he grabbed him a little bit at the top, but what's Justin Fields doing here? Let's see Justin Fields. Drop back. Nope. 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 Probably not ideal. Probably not ideal from Justin Fields. All right, here we go. So again, to the boundary. Cam Taylor Britt here. All right. Looks like some kind of quarters. I'm assuming because you have 2/2 right here with the safety. Look how far out wide the safety is. He's lined up pretty much directly over 2. I'm pretty sure this is quarters. You see the same thing here. Looks like 4. Run play. I like it. Even though, okay, run play, but okay, let me go get in there. Little pursuit. Coaches will give you they'll give you a loaf. Even if the play is, even if you're backside to the play, if you just kind of stand there and maybe don't like run to the ball, they'll give you a loaf. You don't want a loaf. Works out negative for your grades. Here's some zone here. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. You don't want to just stop your feet. Watch how he kind of stops his feet and ducks his head. You don't want to do that. You're going to hurt yourself. Quarterbacks are big. Like this dude's 6'3", 230 pounds. And he runs a 4.4. Like they will dip on you. Here we go here, right here again to the boundary. Look at that pedal. Now, one thing I would like to see here, and I know what he does, he peaks at the top, right? Drive your man first, work to your guy first, and then look. Ideally. I like that. I like the effort here. Get off this block. No, get off me. Throw him to the side. Go try to get in on the tackle. Good job. That's good. I like it. That's a good play. Watch a couple more snaps of Cam Taylor Britt before we hop into the mock draft. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Let's see what this is here. Here he is at the bottom. Now, here's tough. They do like a little, I don't know what, Justin Fields just run over his dude. It's supposed to be a screen to the boundary here. But then you have the overs. Justin Fields, you didn't like this? You didn't like that? Interesting. Whatever. Still don't like it? Whatever. That's interesting. All right. That's enough. All right, y'all. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, man. Real quick, did my guy ever tell me which one of my scouting buddies? Same dude who told you, oh, yeah. Okay. He's not a scout. He's a coach. But yeah, he did. He was very high on him. But it was interesting what he said about him. I think he just likes him as a football player. It was weird because it was like, he's not somebody you want to play man with. Not somebody you want to play deep. Not that guy, but it was like, use him around the middle. I don't know. It was weird how he said. But I think he just likes Jalen Petrie, the football player. There we go. Yeah, you're friend with the Rams, because Petrie is so good, just not necessarily a piece of. Yeah, I think that's my boy's point. Whereas Petrie is a good football player, Really good football player. He loves a football player. Watch some Trey Lance highlights. I don't really watch highlights. We can watch some Trey Lance film, but I don't really watch highlights, especially like draft prospects, pre-draft, things like that. I don't do that. Let's see if I have any. I'm not even sure if I have any Trey Lance in here. Let's see, North Dakota State, NDSU. Trey Lance played what, 2019? Looks like that's the only one I'm missing. Okay, here we go. We got some Trey Lance. We'll watch a few seconds of Trey Lance. All right. Not highlights again, but here we go. Let's see some of Trey in college. All right. Boom and boom. All right, here we go. Here's Trey Lance right here under center, North Dakota State Bison. All right. 19 years old, red shirt freshman. Trey Lance, now 49ers. Quarterback set to take over the franchise. Here he is now. He's in shotgun. What does it look like? Does he pull? He does not pull. He doesn't keep. Lets the running back take the rock. Let's see, Trey Lance. Okay. Let's see, should he have pulled? Does this guy dive down? Oh, no, he had a guy wide out there. Good. Good handoff. Here we go. Third down. Trey Lance at quarterback. Gets the ball out of his hands. First down. See it again. Here we go. We got third and about 6 for Trey Lance. Looks, reads, and that's a pretty quick read. All right, I'm pretty sure he's reading these defenders here. Am I going here? Am I going here? All right, quick decision. Boom. Ball out of his hands. Gets the ball out in the flats. Nice little catch and run. Now here, these are things that a lot of people say, like, "Oh, Trey Lance doesn't get the ball out of his hands quick enough, isn't decisive enough." All these things, and it's like, well, maybe it's because I don't know, he's fucking rookie. Clearly, he can do it, right? What do we see here? He's reading these two guys. He's reading him and him. Where am I going? I'm reading this. Boom, ball out. Boom, in position for his guy to catch and run. First down. All right, here we go. Trey Lance again. Handoff. Guy around the edge. Good. Here he's again. He's reading. Watch him read. You'll see his eyes. Watch. See his eyes? He's reading. See, are they going to crash down on me or can I give? All right, he gives. Good job. He gets around the edge. Here he's again. Trey Lance under center. I think it might have been one of the things Kyle really liked about him. Worked well under center. Play action. Steps up. Ball out. Boom. Good job. I believe that's Christian Watson. All right, but let's talk about it, right? Trey Lance, under center, I formation. All right, this is pro style as he gets. Play action, turns his back. Look, turns his back to the defense. Turns his back to the defense. Gets his eyes back around. 3-step hitch, ball out, boom. First down. Good stuff, Trey Lance. A guy that they said indecisive. Doesn't take reads, all this, down the other. That's good stuff. Ball out of his hands quick, right? He didn't hold on to the ball here. Long, step up, boom, ball out. That's good stuff. See it from this angle. All right. This is one thing. Look, watch him. He's responsible for a lot of this stuff, the line and all that type of stuff. Play action, step, ball out, boom, first down. That's not, yeah, that is. Is that Christian Watson? Is that number 1? All right, here we go. A little bit more Trey Lance. I don't know what happened there. 2nd and 15, maybe a false start or something. Here we go. Oh, getting the jump. Here we go. What's he going to do here? Hand off. All right, now we got 3rd and really long coming up for Trey Lance. All right, let me make sure. Oh, no, 2nd and 10. All right, got a nice little power formation. All right, setting up short, 3rd and manageable now. 3rd and manageable. Here we go. 3rd and manageable. 2nd, 3rd down. I think somebody's going to have to call timeout. Yep, I knew it. Had to call timeout. You can't have 2 guys move, man. That's illegal shit. All right. Good job, Trey Lance. Now to run a play. Hey, man, talk about being smart. No. You're not supposed to move. Nope, they're going to call illegal shit. We got to call timeout. Smart. Good job, Trey Lance. 19-year-old red shirt freshman. All right, you got 3rd and manageable situation here. Trey Lance, I like this. Get guys on the move. Everybody, look at everybody bite on that fake. Y'all know what y'all did? The Red Sea parts for me. Breaks the tackle, and Trey Lance goes to the house. Good stuff. Good. Yeah, obviously not as easy in the NFL. Not as easy in the SEC, but, nonetheless, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, here we go. We'll watch one more drive of Trey Lance before we get into the mock. Appreciate everybody's in the chat right now. All right, here we go. QB Trey Lance, North Dakota State, 19 years old, freshman, redshirt freshman. Hands it off here, gets to his guy around the edge. Not much there for us. Good read. I'll say that. Let's go. All right, Trey Lance under center. 2nd drive of the game. Play action. Drops back. Lets it rip. Ooh, that's a dime. That's a dime by Trey Lance. Hold on. I formation. Doesn't get any more pro than this. Here we go. You got the X here. Christian Watson. Let's watch Christian Watson real quick. Does he give up the rock? How's he give up the ball? Yep, he could have threw that too, huh? He could have threw to Christian Watson too. But he said, nah, I want the more difficult one. That might be a little sporos. Play action. Again, one thing about the play actions. Here we go. When you have your whole back, look at this, whole back turned to a defense. Back is turned to a defense. Flip your eyes back around, set up, and let it rip. Boom. Good stuff. See it again. Go back just a little bit. Trey Lance under center play action. Back to a defense. This is big here. Back to the defense. Sets up. Boom. Wow. Good stuff, Trey Lance. All right. Anyways, that's enough. We weren't supposed to be watching Trey Lance or any of that good stuff. Hope y'all like that a little bit. 49ers quarterback, Trey Lance. He's going to get going. All right, but anyways, here we go. Now let's share our screen for the mock draft. Y'all going to help me with this mock draft here. All right, so we are sharing screen. Tab PFF mock draft simulator. All right, and here we go. We are starting the draft. 49ers pick at 61, 93, 105. Those are the picks coming up. All right, so let's get it. Should have went slower so I could see guys coming off the clock. Let's see who has been drafted. All right, so the 49ers are on the clock. Awesome. Troy Anderson, wow, linebacker, had the fastest 40 time at the combine. He's off the clock. Cameron Thomas out of San Diego State. Drake Jackson, those guys are both gone. Trey McBride, I think he just ran low 4.5s at his pro day. Sky Moore, not there. Kenneth Walker, running back to the Kansas City Chiefs. That's an interesting one. Roger McCrary's off the board. Some good guys that went. Wow. Brees Hall to the Colts. Okay, we're going to throw this mock draft away. But I do like Brees Hall. But to the Colts, and they got Jonathan Taylor. Dang, look at these safeties going off the board. Daxton Hill, Lewis Sim. Both guys are terrific. And I don't know about the Bengals, but I know for sure the Lions, they do need safety. Kyrie Elam going. Ajabo first round. I like this. Texas get Treylon Burks. He's almost like an A.J. Brown clone. Now you got two A.J. Browns. Jameson Williams still goes first round to the Chargers. All right, so let's see who is available for the 49ers. And this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I'm going to invite one person to come on. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk through this. And you help me with this pick. So click the link. Come on live. Help me with this pick. We're going to talk through it. Who should the 49ers get? You come on live right now and help me with this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see who is on the clock. So here we go. They got the whole best player available thing going on here. DeMarvin Leal. I don't know if he's quite the edge. Jalen Tolbert. Got some speed to him. Justin Ross. Big body receiver. Guard here out of Memphis. Jamari Saylor. He's a guy I think he can play outside and inside. Maybe not quite the center the 49ers would like. Alec Pierce, wide receiver, ran 4.33 unofficial at the combine, ended up running a 4.41, I believe. Wide receiver, Cincinnati. A lot of people really had him, I believe, and I haven't listened to this episode yet. Chris Sims had him one of his top 5 receivers in the class. Quay Walker, like him a lot. I know a lot of people like Khalil Shakir. All right, Cole Strange, but he's at 85. He's ranked 85th. Excuse me. Nobody clicked the link, huh? All right, 160 y'all in here. Not one person want to come on live to make this pick. So I'm going to make it for y'all. All right, here we go. Where do we want to go? Okay. Getting a little deep here. I want to get somebody like, can you come in and play? Can you make a difference? And I'm going to go with Darian Canard, I believe. Tackle out of Kentucky. Let's look at Canard's profile. I don't know. This is a tough one. All right, so you got Canard here. 6'5", 345. Big guy. Let's see if one of his strengths is movement. One of the most accomplished run blockers at the tackle position in football, even though he may end up at guard. Canard has earned an 89.0 plus run blocking grade over the past 3 seasons. Sounds like somebody like 49ers probably like. Sounds like somebody 49ers might like. All right, we got somebody to click in. Let's go. I heard the headphones go off. All right, we got Jacob coming on. So we're going to see. I'm going to let Jacob make the pick. Here we go. All right, Jacob, you're on.
What's good, Croc? Long time listener, first time coming on. But is Christian Watson still on the board, or did he get picked already?
Let's see. I didn't even go to the receivers. Let's go to receiver specific. Let's see.
I mean, with what the 49ers are doing, I think in free agency, building up to the special teams and defense, I think they're going to help Trey Lance out a lot in the draft early on. O-line and wide receiver. Early
All right,
picks.
here we go. So, Christian Watson definitely is gone. Let's see where he went.
Okay.
Let's see where he went. Right here, 54 to the New England Patriots.
All right. Then I'll probably go with Alec Pierce from Cincinnati.
All right. So
I
why Alec Pierce?
That speed, man. I think you saw with what's the guy's name from the Falcons? Is it Austin? Tavon? No, not Tavon Austin. When Kyle Shanahan was out there in the Super Bowl year, he likes that deep threat, that speedy wide receiver. I think you pair up a speed wide receiver with Debo and Ayuk, it's gonna be lights out for the defense. With Trey Lance and that big arm, it's gonna stretch the field like crazy.
Now, I know Pierce ran very well. I'm not so certain he plays exactly to his speed, but definitely fast enough. Now, is he like the pure burner, right? Because the 49ers have guys who can run. Debo, he can run.
Yeah.
He can run. I think Pierce, he can run. I don't know if he's a blazer as opposed to, let's see, we got John Mechie right here. Calvin Austin right here. Calvin Austin ran 4 threes. There are some guys I think are just Kevin Austin from Notre Dame. He tested extremely well. So I think those are guys that just ran better or ran very well, but are fast. Alec Pierce can run, but I don't quite think he's a burner. Now, this is where I do think he can really help the 49ers.
Okay.
Right? He is definitely an outside receiver, but I think he'd be money in the slot. With a guy that does have speed, like he has speed, and if you put him in the slot, and I think he is going to continue to kind of develop as a route runner, understand the feel of space. He's a big guy, 6'2", 211. I don't want to say that you are getting Cooper Kupp, and I don't want to compare them just because they're both white dudes. But I was when I was watching him early year, that was kind of what I saw. Like I think, like man, he would excel even more in the slot. And one thing that he would bring to the 49ers, which they don't truly have, a legit 50-50 ball guy. And I think he brings that. So he can't win with speed downfield, and he's a legit 50-50 ball guy. Do you still want to take Alec Pierce, even though he might not be the pure burner that you're looking for?
I mean, I wasn't as sold. I wanted Christian Watson, but I mean, if he can play outside and inside, if we move Debo to the backfield to play running back, he can pop back outside, and then we still have a legit outside threat, along with a slot receiver when Debo is lined up at wide receiver. So I mean, if anything, you solidified the pick for me. I would go Alec Pierce.
All right, real quick. Now, one more thing, because you said you want that speed guy, right? There is Taekwon Thornton, who's projected to go probably later. He had the fastest 40-yard dash time in the combine. I think he played just as fast as his 40. He was blazing on film. I think he's a lot of people are going to peg him as a straight line guy, although I think he has a little bit more twitch to his game than people will give him credit for. I think short area separation isn't the issue. A lot of it because of his speed. Do you think that maybe you can go in a different position at 61 and then shoot to maybe draft Taekwon Thornton in 4th round or so? Would you rather that, or you just like, nope, I want Pierce?
It depends. So I mean, I think there's I think if there's a good option at wide receiver, I mean, later on, I would say we can go edge at 61. I mean, that would be the only other position that takes precedence for me.
All right, so let's see what they have at the edge available right now. Here we go. Going to the edge, and boom. So you got Leal, you got Pascal, you got Malone, Majay Sanders. You got Majay Sanders, but I don't think he's going to go until a little bit later. I know a lot of people like Sam Williams. Again, go later. Tyreke Smith, I like him as an edge, going a little bit later. So I do think there's potential to draft edge, but again, like last time, I think I would kind of wait again. DeMarco Leal, Leal is more of a like a 3-4 end and not just a pure edge. So I think I'm going to take him off of 49ers board right now. Let's see. So I don't know. I know you wanted to go that position, either receiver or edge, but are you still just like, nope, let's just go Pierce, or what are you thinking?
Let's see who else is on the board. I mean, I think it's really important to help out a young quarterback in Trey Lance. I think you do that by getting to the other team's quarterback and by giving them weapons. So as much as I want to say O-line, because Mike McGlinchey's situation, I think you can get that later on. I trust the draft picks and Jalen Moore and Aaron Banks to step up. And I think we need to add depth behind them. So let's go Alec Pierce and let's lock it in.
All right. With the 61st overall pick, San Francisco 49ers select Alec Pierce. Man, I appreciate you coming on and talking through that pick with me.
For sure. Thanks, Croc.
All right. You have a good one, Jacob. All right, here we go. The link is in the chat, and I'll put it in the chat again if you want to join me for the 49ers' next selection, which is pick 93 overall. A couple things on the Alec Pierce pick. I like it. Now, one thing we don't know, how much do the 49ers like Juwan Jennings? If they like him a ton, I can see them maybe just passing on receiver. If they think, you know what, Jennings is serviceable, we like him as a fourth receiver, fifth option. But, man, it would be nice to have somebody that just gives you a little bit more in the speed department, maybe even in the route running department. And if that's the case, then I could see a scenario where a guy like Alec Pierce definitely fits in. All right, here we go. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. 49ers are back on the clock at pick 93. All right. Right now, they're saying the 49ers needs guard, center, cornerback. I'm not one to force positions, but I'm looking at some of these picks, and I know a lot of you like Marcus Jones. So it's as easy as just saying, all right, Marcus Jones will be the pick here. All right, you know what? We're going to hold that thought, and we got my guy Nick coming on. Nick, good morning. How you doing so far? Marcus Jones will be the pick here?
Honestly, I disagree with the other guy. In the first round, I thought we should have went with guard, to be honest with you.
Second round.
Yeah, I think we should have went with guard. So I think that's the most important part with Lakeland Thompson moving on and issues with McGlinchey and how old Trent Williams is. I think we should have went guard.
Yeah, I can see that. Guard or tackle or a guy that can play guard and tackle, which are a couple guys on the board that at that position that could do it. Saylor was one, and the guy Darian Canard from Kentucky as well. What do you think we do at pick 93? I know you disagree with the first pick, but 49 back on the clock. And one of the first names that pops up, you got Marcus Jones here. I know he's kind of been hot amongst 49ers social media right now. Cornerback out of Houston. Short arms. I think they're like 27, like probably the shortest arms at the combine. So he's going to be a nickel. He's only 5'8", but he's a guy that possesses good vertical speed. He has good, really technique. He can run with guys. He can play well, playmaker. Also has some return aspect. Is it as simple as getting him and saying, all right, you're going to plug and play? Or would you rather go a different position? You talked about addressing the offensive line. Still got guys here. Zach Tom at tackle. Luke Fortner at center. That might be a position the 49ers look into. You got Godke.
I kind of believe that we should take a look at offensive line, but if we're going to go with cornerback, I think that we need another top tier cornerback, but it's going to be hard kind of going in this round. But I would like more length and more like man-to-man. I think the guy that we picked up from Kansas City would be a great slot cornerback. I think that would be a great fit there. So that's kind of where I'm seeing our position right now. I think it'd either be cornerback or line.
All right, so you got it narrowed down. How do you see this? Do you want to go? You got a tackle right here. Kellen Deesh, 6'7", 300 pounds. So he's built like a 49ers tackle. He was the number 12 offensive tackle prospect coming out of high school. Let's see. What class is he? Don't have his age.
Yeah, it says that he's good in pass protection too. Doesn't lose too much pass protection. I think that would be the pick, to be honest with you. I think that we do need to shore up our offensive line.
All right, so we're going to go with the tackle. So you're passing on our guy Marcus Jones for the tackle. Am I hearing that correct?
Yeah, I built it. All right, so out.
Kellen Deesh, he is now a San Francisco 49er. 49er tackle out of Arizona State. All right, he's built like a 49ers offensive line. Man, but hey, Nick, man, I appreciate you coming on and helping with that pick.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, have a good one. Here we go. Travarius Ward will mostly play outside. Yeah, he's an outside corner. He's an outside guy, in my opinion. Ward's definitely an outside guy, yeah. All right, so the first two picks, 49ers went wide receiver. They went tackle. Maybe he could play some guard. We'll see. Yeah, come on, Croc. Ward is a boundary corner. Yeah, and I don't want to say just boundary. I think he can play either side, but he is more of a press man guy for sure. And when I say either side, I mean outside on the left or the right. Field or boundary. But I think primarily, like, if you do want to do field boundary, he would be your boundary corner, while Mosley would be your field corner for sure. Oh, here's a good one. Ward said he's never played slot, so he won't do it in the. Yeah, he's not really a slot guy. All right, here we go. We got the next pick up. San Francisco 49ers on the clock once again at pick 105. Here we go. Look at that. Another offensive lineman from Arizona State. A little skeptical of Arizona State offensive lines because the quarterback was running for his life a lot. 49ers could get there. Tight end too. You got Isaiah Likely here. Good tight end. Talked about a nickel, right? We went tackle there. Cordell Flott. Really like him in the nickel. Really like Cordell Flott out of LSU in the nickel. He was one of the better coverage guys in college football early on. Slight, really slim guy. So I don't know how well he could take on, get off blocks, things like that. But Cordell Flott, good coverage guy. Isaiah Likely could be a legit tight end too. Here we go. Tight end here. 6'4", 240. Pass catching tight end. All right. So I didn't get anybody to join. I'll put the link in there one more time. All right. I see a lot of people. You guys are picking for me here. You guys want to go D West. All right. We'll scroll up. So going back to back Arizona players, and we're going with Donovan West, center out of Arizona State. Let's go. I like it. I like it. All right. 49ers back on the clock at pick 134. Caleb Evans just went off the board. Let's see who else. Anybody noteworthy? Rashad White, Zamir White, like this running back out of Georgia, ran well. Would have been a good complimentary pick for the 49ers. Another running back, Brian Robinson, off the board. Isaiah Likely taken. That was a guy I was considering in that spot. Kobe Bryant, cornerback, just taken by Baltimore Ravens. So where do the 49ers go from here at pick 134? Do I have anyone that wants to join? If you want to join, feel free. Got about 200 of y'all in here. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Call in if you are interested in picking for the 49ers at pick 134. But here we go. Pick 134. There was a guy I was interested in. I know the 49ers took Alec Pierce. So I would assume receiver is off the board. But is Taekwon Thornton still here? Let's see. He is still here. Not projected. He's ranked. His average draft position is about 186. So you don't have to reach for him yet. I think late, that would be a good, like, kind of second pick. Still got Cordell Flott here, who I think is a terrific nickel. Let's see. You got Chris Paul, tackle out of Tulsa. 49ers might want to address edge. I think this would be a really good spot to get Tyreke Smith. He's a guy that's just pure off the edge. I'm kind of leaning towards Tyreke Smith here. But you do got Flott, who is a legit nickel. I know that's an area 49er fans want to address. Flock can play outside, Flock can play in the nickel as well. And he has done both. He's been an outside guy, he has been a nickel guy. I got some good clips on him from early, I think his true freshman year at LSU. Let's see. Do y'all want to go edge or corner? If we go edge, we're for sure going Smith. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. All right, we're going to go edge here. We're going to go Tyreke Smith. When did the 49ers pick again? Can't see where they pick again, but are we going edge or nickel corner? I'm going to let y'all make this pick. Edge, nickel. Okay, everybody's saying edge. All right, here we go. We're going edge, and it's going to be Tyreke Smith. Really like him. Watch him at the Senior Bowl, how he was firing up the ball. Really liked a lot from his game. Alante Taylor just went off the board. Cornerback out of Tennessee. Corder Flott, wanted him. He went off the board. You got John Ridgeway. You know, a lot of people like him. Isaiah Thomas. Wasn't too ecstatic at what I saw from him at the Senior Bowl. But 49ers are back on the clock at pick 172. Guard, center. They've addressed really kind of both of these so far. Corner is the one that we haven't yet. But see who's on the clock. Pierre Strong is interesting because this guy is a blazer out of South Dakota State. Now, do 49ers need a running back? I don't know. But if the 49ers did want to go running back, Pierre Strong is, and let's look at some of his combine numbers or pro day. Let's see, draft, combine, profile. See what he measured in that. See what he weighed in that. Let's see, 5'11", 207, ran a 4.37. And from my understanding, plays every bit as fast as that. So I don't think that running back is necessarily a need. But I don't know how the 49ers feel about our guy, Trey Sermon. And again, you got Elijah Mitchell, but do you want someone who is a pure burner at the running back position? Pierre Strong. I see my guy, Callie Young here. Pierre Strong fits our scheme. I like Ty Chandler here also. I see some Taekwon. This is a good one, man. Pierre Strong, hasty. I agree. I might make the executive decision here. I might. Got Pierre Strong here. I'm gonna make the executive decision. We are drafting running back Pierre Strong out of South Dakota State. 49ers get a burner. Don't know what that means for Trey Sermon, but can't be good. I also might make another executive decision here. We're going with burner receiver out of Baylor, Taekwon Thornton. So I know that gives the 49ers two receivers in this draft, but they got pure speed. One of these guys is going to work out. All right, so I just did back-to-back picks for 49ers. I took Pierre Strong, blazing running back. 49ers get faster, more dangerous. I was considering Derek Deese. I think he'd be a terrific tight end too for the 49ers. But with the next pick, 49ers, I had them take Taekwon Thornton at pick 187, and he was the 186th best player on the board. So I picked him right around where he's typically going. All right. I think the only position that we haven't really addressed so far is, what's this? We haven't addressed the cornerback position, the nickel spot. And I don't know if that guy is available. I see Jack Jones here. I don't know. I know who Jack Jones is, but let's see. And right now we are on pick, let's see, for the 49ers. got back-to-back picks, 220, 221, and I think the very last pick in the draft as well. So I got 3 picks left. This punter is supposed to be like an all-time great punter who can punt and kick. 49ers still have a punter on their roster right now, even though he's like 40 years old. It's funny. Hey, John, I just said it too. I saw the punter there. I don't think the 49ers do it. They do have 3 picks left. But appreciate the contribution from my guy, John Chapman. Because John Chapman said so, we will not take punter here. Got some fans in the chat. They said take them. We ain't going to do it. We ain't going to do it. We ain't going to do it. Let's see. Is Mathis still available? Let's look. That's a good one. Damari Mathis, cornerback out of Pitt. I'd assume he's going, but if not, he'd be somebody pretty good here. Not here. He is not available. So he is gone. Kalen Barnes. He's interesting. He was the fastest cornerback at the combine. Matter of fact, Kalen Barnes out of Baylor was the fastest player at the combine. I believe he ran 4.26. Fastest player. Now, how good can he play football? I don't know. But do you say, you know what? Does Jack Jones play nickel? As long as I've seen Jack Jones, whether he was at USC or Arizona State, he was always in the outside corner to me. So that's just kind of my opinion and how I view him. What about a backup that has a similar skill set to Trey Lance? That's interesting. Hey, and if you weren't here for the first, 20 minutes or so, we did watch a little bit of film on Trey Lance from college. And I don't know, a lot of people had these narratives, can't get the ball out of his hands quick, all this that accuracy. He looked pretty accurate in that film. And I just picked a random film. And then threw the deep ball. Ball was coming out of his hands quick to targets. He was decisive. If you're tuning in late, go ahead and check that out. Maybe when we get done with this stream. But if fans wanted Mostert back, they'd be okay with Strong. I agree. All right. I don't know if the 49ers go quarterback because you got Sudfeld and they paid him good guaranteed money. I think 49ers legitimately go the undrafted route as it pertains to the cornerback position. But what do they do? At the quarterback position. What do they do at the cornerback position? Let's go Kalen Barnes. All right. And this is a upside. A guy that he possesses speed, ability, and we'll see. That's all that is. Now, we have back-to-back picks. So now, of course, here we're going to take Matt Araiza, the punter. Just kidding, Chapman. Just kidding. All right. Let's see. Where do the 49ers go from here? There's some tackles on the board. And also with that cornerback pick, Kalen Barnes. I mean, you can see it, nickel. He was an outside guy, but maybe he can play nickel. When you're this late in the draft, this got late 6th round. I mean, there are guys that aren't necessarily expected to make the roster. I think fans expect them to make the roster more than probably the team. But you also want that special teams aspect. I think Kalen Barnes can fit there. But you can also see, hey, can you play nickel? They'll find that out. All right, here we go. I'm going to let y'all pick this one. I don't know. Does somebody want to come on live? Chapman, you make the next pick, man. Here's the link. Whoever wants to come in right now, come on live. We'll see if Chapman is available. Everybody's saying get the punter. Y'all gonna make Chapman go crazy. All right, here we go. Let's see. We're going to take a flyer on somebody here. Let's look at tight ends and see if there's an athletic tight end here. 49ers might like Connor Hayward. He's Cam Hayward's brother. He's a kind of a Swiss Army knife, like fullback / tight end. Could be a replacement could be a replacement for Kyle Juszczyk. See this guy. 6'6", 260, big tight end. Got the big tight end from Alabama. Derek Dees Jr. is gone. Derek Dees Jr. is already gone. All right, here we go. So we are on the clock, and we have a special guest joining us now. My guy, John Chapman. John Chapman.
What's up, guys? I'm about to start class. I got like 10 minutes, but jumped on the show before class started, man. Love the show, Croc. You're crushing it, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, I mean, we're late in the draft here, and I know you're about to start class right now, but what are you thinking at this pick? I know you said no on the
Yeah. I was in Nashville when they drafted Wisnowski, and I was offended, personally attacked. So I don't want to go that route again. The one thing I will say, I know you brought up the Baylor kid. I think that's one of the things, if you look at the last couple drafts late in the rounds, somebody like an Adrian Colbert, somebody like Elijah Mitchell that has some elite traits that could transpire if it hits. That I really do like that kid. Just because of the speed. I think he had a 4.23, just like one,
he's
yeah, he's a baller. So that, again, a trait-specific developmental guy that you could target. I'm not sure who all is left on the clock, but those are the guys that I would be looking for.
All right. So we drafted Barnes. What are you thinking now? I'll pull it back up. If you're familiar with some of these guys, I know you dive into the draft a good amount. Or is there a tight end you're looking for? Because I don't know if the 49ers have a legit tight end too. Not sure it's necessarily a big need, but you do have some tight ends on the board.
I think tight end is a need. I think that is something that you should definitely target. I like TJ Plunger. I don't think he's the best scheme fit. But again, another guy that's a baller, but again, not really exactly what, fits what the 49ers do. Man, that's rough. It's a rough list at the end here. I like Max. His pass pro is a little bit suspect for sure. Patrick Paul, tackle out of Houston. Again,
like
not
him?
sure if you grabbed it. I do like him. I think most Houston guys, I love what they kind of have done with their program where they take these trait-specific players and develop them. They kind of get the Big 12 cast-offs a lot of time. And develop them. Their weight program, their strength and conditioning program is top notch. That's another guy I kind of have circled. I think he'll be an undrafted free agent. But once you get here, that's what the 49ers are doing, right? Like, undrafted free agent for the 49ers is a prized possession. Shanahan develop them as much as possible. So who is that one position that he wants to target? I'd go running back, but I think you already went running back before, haven't you?
Yeah.
During this
we went
draft?
Pierre Strong.
Yeah, I love Pierre. He's a lot of fun. Patrick Paul would be a guy I'd look at for sure.
All right, so let's take Patrick Paul. He is now at 49 6'7", I believe it was. Was it 6'7", 305? He's built like a 49er guy. They got 2 tackles in this draft class that they can let kind of duke it out. And real quick, since you're here, you got Mr. Irrelevant. Are we taking a punter or no?
Man, if you want to, man, I'm going to say no. There's no way they're going to walk away from Mitch. He's got basically, a guaranteed contract. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
All right, here we go. So let's just take a flyer. Haven't gone. I think we did get center, but let's take a flyer on another guy. Are you familiar with any of these 2 guys here?
Nick Ford's a bigger cat. I'm not sure on James Impey. Usually with BYU players, they're a little bit older. So like if the traits are there for sure, but usually you're talking 2 years older than most rookies that are coming out. Not always the case, but that's one of the things you kind of look at there. But yeah, the center, we need more guys. We have a lot of bodies in the interior offensive line, but I'm not sure who the stud is moving forward. Did you get a linebacker in this draft, Croc?
Did not get a linebacker.
That would be one I might look at because the whole 49ers redshirt rookie profile, both Greenlaw and Aziz, last year of their deals, I don't think there's a way they bring them both back. So again, kind of like the Banks mindset where you draft somebody, sit them on special teams or practice squad, and maybe they blossom into something. I think that would be a good spot for them. I think it's something that's a need for sure. long term, not immediate.
I think they need a guy who played safety and moved to linebacker. That seems to be what the 49ers look for. And you got Jeremiah Grimble here. We'll make him the last draft senior, 6'1", 225 pounds. Definitely feels like a guy that was a safety that went to linebacker. He'll be Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft for your San Francisco 49ers. But, man, John Chapman, I appreciate you coming on, man. Have a good time at class.
Yes, sir. Y'all take care. Appreciate y'all. Good show, man. Keep it up. Keep it up.
All right. Shout out to my guy, John Chapman, for joining the show. Here we go real quick. Got a super chat here. Noah Ellis or Marco McCall at nose tackle to replace DJ. We just drafted the guy, but maybe we can get Noah Ellis in. And he's a big guy. Noah Ellis out of Idaho. He's a big guy. I hear a ton of really good things about him. But, yeah, man. Yeah, that's the draft. So let's take a look at what we did in this draft here. No thank you to that. At pick 61, we went Alec Pierce, receiver out of Cincinnati. They don't really like this pick, gave us a C- for that, but do believe that he's a guy I think can be the 49ers legit slot, like a true slot, kind of like what we got from Trent Taylor. Again, he can play outside. He doesn't have to be a slot. But I think if you put him there, I think he has enough twitch, enough short area quickness and separation to be good there. He has the vertical ability to win downfield, and he'd immediately be the 49ers' best 50-50 ball pass catcher. So you got Alec Pierce there, and you have a legit 1-2-3 tandem with Ayuk, Debo, Pierce. And also I like, if Debo goes out to running back, then you got Pierce and Ayuk. Really like that tandem there. Also, you got our tight end, George Kittle, as a pass catcher. With the next pick, we went tight end, Kellen Diesch, tackle, big guy, built like a 49er guy. Then went back with the center position with Donovan West. Got an A for that. That's awesome. Went edge with Tyreke Smith, a guy who I really like at the Senior Bowl, coming off of the edge. Thought he did good. Then with the 172nd pick in the 5th round, we went Pierre Strong, 5'11", 207 pounds, ran 4.37 at the combine. Burner. People really like him. Then came back around and got the 2 fastest players at the combine. Taekwon Thornton, who I think is more than just a speed guy. He clearly has the speed to take the top off of any defense. Also, contested catch guy, terrific there. Showed really good hands catching the ball away from his body. Really like Taekwon Thornton there. Fast guy at the combine. Kalen Barnes, that pick is more of a flyer. We'll see. Again, the fastest player at the combine. Taekwon Thornton was the 2nd fastest player at the combine. Can he be an outside guy? Can he be a nickel? Could they potentially move him to safety? I don't think he has the weight to play safety. But can he be terrific on special teams as well? And when you get here, you're talking about late 6th round. Can you produce on special teams? Have somebody that can fly down the field. At the very least, he can produce on special teams. Then it went tackle, who it looked like he's listed as a redshirt freshman, Patrick Paul, but tackle out of Houston, big guy. Then linebacker, Mr. Relevant, Jeremiah Gemmel out of North Carolina, who the 49ers go ahead and give the last little bonus check to. So again, Alec Pierce, Kellen Diesch, Donovan West, Tyreke Smith, Pierre Strong, Taekwon Thornton, Kalen Barnes, Patrick Paul, Jeremiah Gemmel. That is your 49ers 2022 draft class. I know. No safety. Hey, maybe Kalen Barnes can play safety. You'll see. You draft a guy like that, you kind of move him around and kind of see what, suits him best. So, didn't get a safety. Definitely would like to. Definitely. But it's just the way everything fell. Hell, there's safety out there in the free agent market right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He goes by the name of Tyrann Mathieu. I didn't make the pick. So, again, you guys got to I let somebody make all these picks. The only picks I made, I believe, was Taekwon Thornton and I think Pierre Strong, and maybe Kalen Barnes, But I didn't make the picks. I let the fans make the picks. Y'all make the picks. I can't play safety no more. I can't move. Can't move like I used to. Anyway, shout out to everyone that contributed to this great show. Again, remember, at the very beginning, we watched a few minutes of film on a couple guys. One guy was, we watched Jalen Petrie, defensive back out of Baylor. And then we watched some of corner out of Nebraska, Taylor Britt. All right. And then we ended with a little bit of Trey Lance, college film. Should shut down some narratives. But we're going to get into those narratives and more tomorrow. So make sure y'all right back here with me tomorrow. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Underdog Fantasy. I got the shirt on. I got the hat on. I'm going to be giving out some Underdog Fantasy merch. Make sure y'all, again, UnderdogFantasy.com. Use the promo code Crocky. If you're into betting over-unders, Underdog Fantasy is the app for you. Go download the app right now. Use promo code Crocky. They'll match any, I think up to $100 that you put in there. So if you put in $100, they'll give you $100. I'm telling you, you'll turn that $200 into a couple thousand. All right. Over-unders, fantasy, they got all that good stuff, man. So make sure y'all tune in to Underdog Fantasy show. But that's going to do it for this episode. Appreciate all y'all. Tomorrow, again, right back here, we're talking Trey Lance, narratives that are being pushed. Are they true? Are they false? We're going to squash that right here. Let's go. I'm out. Peace.
Intercepted. It is picked off by Eric Crocker. Over midfield, he'll run it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Cross Talk TV podcast. Peace.